So guys, I'm live. Hey Marnex, how are you doing? All right, let's go back outside. All right, we're going back into the garage. And we get this music. Let's go in the garbage. How'd you guys do today? Did you guys have a good day? What's good? Everybody, Jose on the south side of Chicago. Coming at you live where I show you how I eat plant-based and gluten-free and lose some weight. So guys, I used to be this fat. 245 pounds. Yes, indeedy. And then I went vegetarian. Got down to 175. And then I went vegan. Got down to 155. And right now I'm 160. So what really helped me lose weight was I basically stopped eating gluten and most grains in general. And I just started eating more fruit and vegetables. That's it. That's it. Looking good. Thank you, J Space. How's everybody doing today outside? I'm in Chicago, the south side. Where are you guys from? I always enjoy watching, find out where people are coming from. How's been since you started your journey? Well, it's kind of like when I was first nuts. I eat nuts. I can eat nuts. I don't have any issues eating nuts. Macadamia, walnuts are my favorite. Walnuts and almonds and pistachios and cashews. Those are my top 4 nuts. And I started my journey. 2009 was my first weight loss journey because I was playing at the park with my daughter, and I felt really sick. I thought I was gonna have like a heart attack. And in 2009, that's when I made a decision. Like, bro, you gotta change your life. And that's when it started. Anaheim in the house. What's up, Cali? We usually get a lot of Texas people. Anybody from Texas, California, East Coast as well. So yeah, 2009, my heart was hurting, and then I had to start making a decision. And so that's what I did. I made a decision, and here we are. So from 2009 to 2014, that's 5 years, I was able to lose 70 pounds. In 5 years, I lost 70 pounds. And then the next couple years after that, I just kind of stayed the same. And then I gained weight, and I was like, fuck that. And then I went vegan, and that's when I lost the weight. That's when it really just fell off. So I'm really excited about that. Thanks, awesome. Yeah, Lena, no problem. That's my journey. That's my journey. How you guys doing? Do you guys have any questions about weight loss or fat loss? Again, guys, I'm not a scientist or doctor or health nutritionist. I was just a fat dude that Googled everything. I just Googled everything. I was like, what's healthy? What has protein? What has iron? You know, how do I lose weight? And then I just started watching what other athletes eat. And yeah, oh, that's awesome. Thanks, Lena. And then I just started watching what athletes eat and what other people were eating. And I was like, at first, these people are like, when I was watching what they were eating, they're like eating like, you know, seeds and nuts and avocado and, you know, kale and fucking all these nuts and seeds. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm over here eating like eggs, bacon, and sausage and bread and fucking pastry and donuts and fucking milk and orange juice and chocolate milk, and I think it's fucking fire. And then these guys are eating smoothies and smoothie bowls. So that kind of helped me start shifting my mindset. Helped me shift it a lot. How you guys doing out there? Do you have any specific questions for me about the videos? I'm on the south side of Chicago. I'm 49. I'm going to be 50 in December. And I just try to show you what I eat that changed my life. I literally was 245. I was all fucked up. And yeah. What's your go-to breakfast? My go-to breakfast is always a smoothie. Always, always, always a smoothie. Like 90% of the time, it's a smoothie. The other times it might be leftovers, avocado, or maybe I used to have gluten-free oatmeal, but not anymore. But that's it. That's what I have. It's always smooth because during my weight loss journey, I found out that the human body runs on glucose, glycogen. That's what fuels our body. So I just started eating foods with glucose, and I just Googled it, and it's like fruits. I'm like, all right, so I started eating fruit, and that started giving me energy. And yeah, it's just crazy that I learned all these things that just blew my mind that I had no fucking clue when I was younger at 245. I had no clue about nutrition, guys. None. So I started Googling stuff in 2009, 2010, and like 2011 is kind of when I really put a push into it. Like 2009, I kind of was half-assing it, and I lost 20 pounds on my first year. And then the next year, I kind of tried to work a little bit harder, but then I only lost like 10. So that was it. I want to go vegan, but I have a hard time finding what to cook. Any advice? Yeah, Brief Flow. What vegan means is just not eating animal products. So if, like, maybe, like, for example, me, I'm Mexican, so I would always eat, like, eggs and potatoes and chorizo, right? Chorizo and eggs. It's classic Mexican dish. So what I would do is I would just get a vegan substitute for my egg, which could be a tofu or it could be a just egg. And then I would swap that with tofu and vegan chorizo. And then I would just make it and it'd be veganized. So whatever dish it was, what I did was I tried to substitute the meat part for an alternative. Like for tacos, for example, I make tacos out of tofu with seasonings or mushrooms. And the mushrooms and tofu replace the meat. So when you're thinking vegan, just look at your dish and then look at the meat and then push that fucker off the plate. Like shove it off the plate. One thing that's really good for me is I discovered Gardein. It's from Target. It's a ground beef. It's really inexpensive. It's gluten-free and plant-based. And that motherfucker cooks up like ground beef, y'all. Like legit, bro. Like if you had if you give that to somebody that didn't know, they would think it's fucking ground beef, bro. If you put it in a taco, guaranteed, it's that good. So that's what I did. Just look at your dish and replace it. And if it has like, if you do want to go full vegan, then you're gonna have to eliminate the sour cream, the butter. But then again, right now, we've got a lot of great products. They're not so much healthier than the animal based product, but it's in the right direction, guys. It's in the right direction. So yeah, it might not be healthy. It might have all these other substances, but it's in the right direction. And that's what I did. I just started eating that. So I hope that helps. How do you adopt at restaurants or when you're eating out with friends? You know what, Mina? I don't go out to eat. I don't go out to eat. Number one, I don't have friends. Number two, I don't go out to eat because I have a gluten intolerance, and I don't want to expose myself to the possibility of getting gluten. Because if I get gluten at a restaurant or somewhere, I'm sick for 2 months, 8 weeks. And me going out to eat at a place, because when you go to a restaurant that doesn't have staff or doesn't have kitchen staff or doesn't have waiters that really understand gluten or your food allergies, you're fucked. You don't know how many not horror stories, but how many stories I hear of people, I went to a gluten-free restaurant and they switched my pizza. And it could be done on purpose because I've worked at restaurants and a lot of people in restaurant world, when I was younger, we would fuck with people. I don't know why we did that. Why I never did it, but I would see people do that to other people. I was like, what the fuck? I thought it was fucked up. But that's kind of the world. Some people will want to do that to you, want to give you gluten. And so that's something I just don't risk. I don't tolerate. I just don't. If somebody were to say, you want to go to eat? I'd say, no, I don't. Let's do something else. You eat at your house. I eat at my house. Let's do something else. I'm not risking it. I haven't been out to eat in years. And I save so much money too. Sydney, Australia in the house. That's a good idea. Tofu with soy chorizo. Yes. Miss Jenkins Kiss, thank you for the follow. Sydney, what's up, Sydney? How are you doing? How is Sydney doing today? Is it nice and warm out there? Well, it's summertime in Chicago now. It's about August, July. It's about the beginning of summer. In Australia, are you guys the opposite or some shit like that? Like I know when it's winter here, it's summer there. Or is that the equator? Who the fuck knows? What are your 6 symptoms after eating gluten on accident? Oh, well, if I get a full blown attack, like if I get a piece, like if I had a piece of bread, like if I had a piece of like if I had a piece of bread like this, I'd be sick for 2 months. 2 months. First thing that would happen, my intestines would start hurting, abdominal pain automatically. It's like, what the fuck? Then I might have a little throb in the head. And then I could probably throw up, diarrhea, gas, farting, bad breath that comes out of my mouth, foul odor coming out of my mouth. I don't know why it happens. I think it's 'cause it's all connected. You know, it's all connected. And tired. Tired. I can't move. I'm just like my whole day, I'm yawning. My knees hurt. My hands are swollen. My feet are swollen. Inflammation throughout my body. My belly's bloated. The skin rashes, skin bumps, like little fever blisters. And yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. And I have trouble sleeping. I have insomnia. And then I'm tired as fuck. So that's pretty much what it is after eating gluten. How about you guys? What are your symptoms? Also, join our Discord. Link is in the bio, where I'm creating a community to help people through the gluten-free challenges of life and plant-based. It's based on kindness, helping individuals from like ground zero. You can ask any questions, non-judgment zone. Link is in the bio. Yeah, it happens all the time with gluten-intolerant people in food outlets. Yeah, it happens all the time, right? Happens all the time. Happens all the time. Fuck that. How'd you find out you had gluten intolerance? Brief flow. Check this out. So I was working at Gino's East Pizza. Now, mind you, I was sick my whole life. Literally sick my entire life of my childhood. It was my life was a wreck. So I was working at Gino's East Pizza as a doorman, and one of the customers comes out and said, "Have you tried the new Gino's East gluten-free pizza?" And I'm like, "What the? No, I haven't. What the fuck is gluten-free? What is gluten?" And this was in 2000, what is it, 10 years ago? 2011-ish? Let's call it 2010. Let's call it 2010. So about 10 years ago, Gino's East had a gluten-free pizza. So I tried it, and I was like, wow, it tasted good. Because they're like, you want to try it? I did. And I liked it. But the guy told me about gluten. He told me his buddy went gluten-free. And he told me a little bit about the symptoms. And he said his friend went gluten-free for 1 week, and he lost 5 pounds. Now, mind you, I was a little fat. I was 220 pounds. I'd lost 25 pounds already. So when he said his buddy lost 5 pounds in 1 week, boy, say less. Say less. I went home, and I was like, oh, what the fuck is, what's gluten? And then I came across a website that said, hey, these are 10 signs you could be gluten intolerant. So I'm like, okay, what is it? Number 1, are you tired? I'm like, yeah, I'm always tired my whole life. Are you bloated? I'm like, yes. Do you have joint pain? I'm like, yeah, my knees and my hands are always bloated and they hurt. You know, they always hurt. And they're like, do you have abdominal pain, intestinal pain? I'm like, yes. Do you have brain fog? I'm like, yes. Do you have skin problems such as keratosis, which is bumps on the back of your arms? Like I used to have tiny bumps, like everywhere, from here, here. All little bumps. And I was like, yes. And it just kept on going. Do you have headaches? I'm like, yes. Do you have, like a bunch of shit. I don't know. But those were like the top 5. And I was like, as soon as I read that that day, I was like, fuck, that is me. And I knew it beyond a shadow of a doubt. And I didn't have to have nobody tell me. I knew it in my heart that was me. So at the bottom of the article, it's like, hey, bro, if you think this is you, stop eating gluten for 30 fucking days. And I'm like, really? Okay. So I did it. And then one day, I woke up and I was not tired. My whole life, I literally woke up every day tired. Every fucking day, I woke up tired. I would sleep 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, 14 hours, 16 hours. Sometimes I even tried to sleep 17 hours to see if I could recover. I could never wake up with energy. And that's how I discovered I had a gluten intolerance, because once I gave it up, every, everything went away from me. Everything. And I was like, fuck yeah. And that was it. That was the moment that I was like, that's it. I got to tell people. So I tried telling my family. I tried telling anybody that would listen. My mom, she listened, so she went gluten-free. She changed her life. She was always sleeping our whole lives. She literally slept her whole life. And that's how I discovered it. So did you also say, I'm from Pilsen? Mina Naro, did you say, I'm from Pilsen? What's up, Jose on the south side of Chicago? What up, Pilsen? I drive through Pilsen nearly every day. Extreme brain fog and fatigue when I eat gluten on accident, even a little bit. Yes. Yes, Katie Flanagan. Me too. Hey, Fran. Isn't the fatigue crazy? And also, I think the fatigue has something to do with when you ingest gluten in a lot of people. What it will do is it will, like, in your small intestine, we have villi, that as the food passes through, there's little hair follicles on your intestine. That as the food passes, it absorbs the nutrients and shoves it back into your body. So your body has nutrients. Now, when you eat gluten, the villi gets like really damaged. And to me, I would call it almost dead, because you just basically kill it because the body can't absorb it. So it's a safety mechanism, I feel. So it shuts down your whole system so you don't absorb it in your body. And that's what causes a lot of pain and the tiredness, the fatigue. Like I can't even read a sentence in a book. Me too. Kate, I'm so happy that you said that, Katie. When I was a little kid, my teachers would send me they thought I had a learning disability. My parents were like, they think you have a learning disability, Jose. They think something's wrong with you, Jose. My parents were laughing at it. But that's really how gluten messed me up. I couldn't even read. I couldn't do simple math. Man, Katie, I'm so happy you said that. Cheeks81, how are you? Cindy, what's up? I love your content, your videos. Thank you for sharing. Oh, Cindy Sugar, thank you so much. What do you like about the videos? I'm going to give you a follow. Okay, now we're friends. What do you like most about the video? Because I'm trying to get better always. I'm going to try because I have all 5 of them. Thank you. Brief Flow, you do? Okay, Brief Flow, here's what I would recommend. If you are going to go gluten-free, and also, Katie, please comment any things that Brief Flow can do to help her transition. Comment below. What I would recommend for you, Brief Flow, is to really understand what gluten is and where it's hidden, because gluten is hidden. It's literally hidden. It's hidden in makeup. Your makeup right now could have gluten. Anything that touches your skin, lotion, shampoo, mouthwash, now toothpaste, shampoo, barbecue sauce, an envelope. If you lick an envelope, the glue on the envelope has gluten and you will get sick. So you definitely want to Google everything, find out where it's at. What I used to do that helped me was I literally, if anything touched me or went in my body, I would have to Google it. I'd be like, or download the gluten-free app, the Gphy app. It doesn't have every food product on the earth, but it's a great start for people who want to get started on the gluten-free lifestyle. It's called the GF app. You scan whatever you have, you scan it, and it'll tell you if it's gluten-free or not. So here it is right here. The GF. So always make sure you Google it. And if you don't see a couple places that say gluten-free, don't eat it. And also what I would recommend is don't eat things that are cross-contaminated, or on the label it'll say made in a facility with wheat. Don't risk it. Or when they say it's been processed and the gluten protein has been processed out of it, don't believe that. You can't process a fucking protein. That's the goddamn building blocks of the fucking humans. Again, I'm not a doctor, but that's the the building blocks of the human, the protein. How are you going to process out the human building block? So I've always gotten sick when I've done that. So definitely Google everything. Also, make sure to look at sauces. Yes, many sauces have gluten, unfortunately. Yes. Yeah, a lot of sauces, guys. They say don't shop out of bulk bins. That's a great tip, guys. There's another tip right there. Don't shop out of bulk bins because you don't know if they've been cross-contaminated. So get something that's packaged, gluten-free, or certified. Those are the only things that I touch. If it says certified or gluten-free. And here's another caveat. Even though it says certified, by law, they're allowed to put gluten in there. Yes, by law, you can have gluten in something that's certified gluten-free. Like, for example, Cheerios or Quaker Oats. What they do with their oats is they mechanically pull out the wheat with a machine. Like, what? So they're allowed to put gluten in there. So always make sure the levels of gluten. That's very important. And if you do that, I'm telling you, within a few weeks, bro. Katie, how long did it take for you to start feeling a difference on a gluten-free diet? For me, it took about 2 weeks, 14 days to start feeling better. To be completely healed, probably 3-4 months. But once I started feeling better at 2 weeks, I just knew that was my goal, that I had to keep trying to achieve that feeling of being not sick. Like, it's weird because I was sick my whole life. And to not be sick was like a miracle. And that's why I started Beyond Food Market, to build awareness. I actually want to open up a store in poor communities of Chicago to bring gluten-free food into these poor communities. Because I live on the south side of Chicago. We don't have gluten-free, soy-free, lactose-free foods on the south side, homie. We don't. We don't. So my mission is to bring these foods that are known to hurt kids, like lactose and gluten, and just a lot of other things that are just scientifically proven to not be good. And that's my mission. About a month. I was numb on the entire left side of my body. I slowly got better. What? What, Katie? You were numb for the entire left side of your body and you slowly getting better? Katie, if you ever want to be on my podcast to share your journey, please let me know. If anybody wants to be on my podcast, I have a podcast where I talk about me trying to start a company. And on my journey to start a company, I'm trying to build awareness to gluten. So I'm looking for guests that would like to share their journey. I would ask you a couple questions. I have one podcast. You can check it out. There was one of my TikTok followers that did a podcast with me. She got celiac disease at age 21 because she had Hashimoto's syndrome, Hashimoto's thyroid symptom or something like that. And since I cut out nearly a year, my brain fog lifted and I have no nerve issues anymore. While Katie, you are on the extreme side of the celiac spectrum, I'll look into it. Yeah, let me know, guys. So that's what my vision is, to help people through food. So, I'm telling you, if you gave up gluten, guys, here's the crazy thing I found out. Gluten is made up of gluten proteins, gluten molecules, and they're called glutenin and gliadin. Now, the gliadin protein cannot be digested by any human on planet Earth. We don't have the enzymes to break down this protein. Like, if we had protein from plant sources or somewhere else, our body can break it down into aminos, and then we can use it for whatever the body needs, right? But we don't have the enzymes to break this protein down. And so it does two things. It can get people sick. Some people can process it out of their body rapidly, where you just poop it out, or it turns into a little bit of fat. The way they harvest wheat is to spray with glyphosate, Roundup. I believe glyphosate does have an effect on it too. Just discover your TikTok. You're awesome. Pre-Columbian vegan diet forever. Ozzy Dots, what's up, bro? For real. For real. That's kind of what I eat, guys. I eat very basic. I eat kind of like indigenous, super simple corn, maize. As this gentleman said, pre-Columbian. It's almost like pre-Columbian, dude. Like, seriously. It's just weird. Brief flow, yes. Also, our wheat has been bred into something that our ancestors wouldn't recognize. That's another good point. Wheat has been created through our ancestors. But here's another point. Wheat is a grass. And from like YouTube and shit, all these people are like, it's a grass. It came from the ocean. We shouldn't be eating it because it's for animals. Blah 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 blah. And it makes sense because we can't break it down. Wow, we can't break it down. Gluten, Google it. It'll blow your fucking mind. It blew my mind. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, why the fuck is it everywhere then? Soul Expansion, what's up, brother? They spray soy with Roundup too? Oh, so that could be part of the problem with the soy too. Food is fuel. Yes, food is fuel. Liz Loqui, what's up? How are you? Jose on the south side here. So this is my channel. We're talking about weight loss. I lost 90 pounds. And this is my TikTok channel where I show you what I eat. You know, trying to get better. I'm showing you what I eat. I got a little bit glutened. Last Friday, I made some lentils. And when I was cleaning out my lentils, there was like 7 wheat kernels. And because the wheat kernels weren't like smashed up, so I didn't feel like it was cross-contaminated. So I thought I could wash out the lentils. No. As soon as I ate them, I got sick. I had a headache for 7 days straight. I was tired for like 6 days. I'm getting over it now. I was yawning, farting, had diarrhea. But here's the one crazy part. It wasn't like one of those extreme ones where I actually would have, like, if I had a piece. So it was just like the liquid. The liquid messed me up. And it was a lot better because it wasn't like the full-blown attack. So I will get over this in about 3 weeks. In about 3 weeks, I should be okay to start moving forward again. Although that does make sense. We aren't ruminants. You gotta let me know what ruminants is. I'm not that quick over here. 90 pounds, congratulations. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mom. Yeah, what is ruminants? Guys, ruminants, let me know what it is. I've heard it's mainly the way U.S. processed gluten because many who travel say they feel better. Yes, that is true. I have heard that a lot. I have heard that a lot. But the fact of the matter still remains that scientifically proven that no human has the enzymes to break down gluten. That just blows my mind. I keep saying that. I'm like, how, what? It always just blows my mind. But yeah, I know that there's got to be, because there's so many people that go to Europe that say the same thing, that it doesn't affect them, or they can actually eat it. They can actually eat the wheat in the other countries. I've heard that too. Soul Expansion says, I've been watching some of your mukbangs. Soul Expansion, what do you think about the mukbangs? Link is in the bio. I just started doing that because people... Gluten. Tired still, yawning. I yawn all the time. Whenever I get gluten or whatever, I literally yawn like every minute. Like throughout the whole day. And then my eyes are always watering because I'm like... Let's see, I've heard about milk too. Different types of cows in Europe. Yeah, you know what? I had a Russian roommate. And he told me how his friends would come from Russia. And they would have the milk. And they'd be like, this is milk? Completely different. Completely different. But I don't even fuck with milk anymore. It used to get me bloated. And my hands would be all puffy. My legs would get puffy. My feet would get puffy. It just means multi-stomach animal like a cow. Ooh. Ah, that's why they can break it down. Katie Flanagan, what do you miss most since going gluten-free vegan? I miss good pizza. Katie Flanagan, me too. Fuck. Dude, pizza. If somebody could create a pizza that was like a regular pizza that's gluten-free and vegan, you would be a billionaire. You would be a trillionaire. You would be a trillionaire if you could invent a pizza that's very similar to a regular pizza. If you could do that, I'm telling you, you would be a billionaire, if not a trillionaire. Everybody eats pizza. And if you can make it all allergy friendly that tasted on point, whew. Shit, I might actually go into partnership with Miyoko's or some of these big cheese brand companies and try and create one. That'd be a good idea. Right, Katie? We should work together to create a pizza. Go to these companies, be like, we want to make a pizza. Get their cheese, and all we need is a cheese and a crust, because then we can just put plant-based sauces and meat. They're good, man. You eat so fast. Childhood trauma. If you didn't eat when you were younger, you didn't eat. It could be because glyphosate is banned there. Other chemicals as well. Yes. I think that has something to do with it. Nanat Biat. Agreed. Switching to oat milk was the best decision I made. So happy for you. So happy for you. Best decision I made. I don't specifically drink oat milk, again, because I try to limit my oat intake unless the label says purity or purified oats. Because if you don't get purified or purity protocol oats, that means they are cross-contaminated or mechanically taking the oat out. And they always leave some in there. So purity means from the field to the manufacturer to the production, nothing in the whole process gets close to it or touches it. Hola, Jose. What up, Lola Hikers? Hay tacos de papa con avocado. Ooh! Potato tacos with avocado. You can't go wrong with those. Did you smash them up like mashed potatoes? My parents used to always smash up the potatoes into like mashed potatoes. They could be mashed potato tacos. It's because gluten and casein both have tiny molecules that pass through damaged gut lining. There you go, guys. Gluten and casein have molecules that pass through. And I think they pass through because they can't pass anywhere else. Boy, now is your chance to invent a gluten-free vegan pizza. I'll support 100%. Yeah, right. Now's your chance. Now's the chance, guys. I would love to make a pizza. If I could come close to a pizza, fuck. Shit. God. Man. A billionaire. Little Caesars has a vegan pizza. Yes, I saw that today. Papa John's just got gluten-free crust. Guys, here's another thing. I've heard too many horror stories where gluten-free people go into these pizza places thinking that they're going to get a gluten-free pizza from a pizza place. It's not happening. It's not. Because the people in there, they don't know about gluten. So they'll be handling, I worked at restaurants. I worked at fast food places. I know how it is. We don't give a fuck. We don't. I'm sorry, we don't. So they'll have gloves. They'll literally have like a gluten pizza. Like this is gluten pizza. And then they'll go like this. And then they'll touch a gluten-free pizza. What the fuck? Or they'll put it in the same oven. Or they use the slider. Or they use the same cutter. Like, you just cut a gluten pizza. You're using the same roller on my pizza? No, I'm not. No. Do not make, no way. Pizza Hut discontinued their Impossible Pizza. Really? Impossible Company went from 500 locations to 20,000 this year. From 500 to 20,000. Yeah, dairy creates a lot of inflammation, for sure. Too much cross-contamination, for sure. You can make... Guys, that's another thing. You can get gluten. You can get gluten from the air. If your crust, if there's flour, airborne particles in the air, and you breathe it in, you will get gluten. Rosebud True story. It's a true story, right? Big chain pizza restaurants are the biggest cross-contaminating places ever. Yes, 100%. I know about it because friends with autistic kids say their kids do so much better on the diet. Yes, yes, agreed, agreed. When I had gluten, dude, when I used to have gluten, teachers thought I had a learning disability. They would make me get tested every year. Wow, just like pollen. Yes. Play-Doh has gluten too. Thank you. Play-Doh has gluten too. Guys, you have to Google everything that touches you, everything that you ingest, and that is the safest bet. Because once you get a taste of not being tired, of your illnesses going away, you will do whatever it takes to achieve that again. Like I went gluten-free and I felt good, but I would kept getting gluten every like month or every 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I would get fucking gluten. So I kept on trying to get better because I knew, because I had once got better. And that was the only thing that kept me moving forward was like, I know I can get better. I know I can feel better. Oh shit, damn, my charger died? What the fuck's wrong with my phone? Why is my phone not charging now? Last time my phone died out, so I want to make sure it doesn't die out again. Oh, there we go. All right, guys, I'm going to be here for 3 more minutes. My friend went gluten-free with me, and his depression got so much. Yes. Yes, gluten is linked to depression because it affects your gut biome. And from TikTok, we all know the gut biome has a direct connection to how you feel. Direct connection to how you feel. So thank you so much for sharing that. Danger Buds, thank you so much, guys. This is some great information. If anybody ever wants to be on my podcast to share their journey on gluten-free, please reach out to me, DM me, do whatever you got to do. Find me on every platform. Find us on every platform. Link is in the bio. But yeah. I'm also vegetarian. Just found out I have sensitivity to gluten. Wow, Dana. Well, thank God that you and your friend went gluten-free. Once you guys your friend's depression cleared up, that's you actually seen progress, and just keep on doing it because you can and you will feel better. I had it all. You had it all, cheeks. Woo, fuck. Makes sense. Yeah, Mara, makes sense. I had all the tests done for gluten intolerance and celiac, all came back negative. Cheeks 81. I'm on a Facebook celiac group. Cheeks 81 just said she had all her tests done and they all came back negative. Guess what? I hear that all the time. All the time. All the time. And guess what? They're like, fuck that. They're like, I went gluten-free, changed my world. I don't know what happens with tests. I don't know why, but I hear it all the time in the group. They're like, but we came back negative, but I started feeling better and I just gave it up. I guess it's kind of like what they call it, a false negative or a false positive. But I hear that a lot. I don't know why. I don't know why. I agree. I'm a huge gluten-free advocate. Yes, mom's genes 50. If you have a lot of symptoms, those tests aren't always accurate. There we go. So that's another thing too, Katie Flanagan. Thank you so much. Those tests are not. I hear it all the time, guys. Don't trust it. Trust your body. Trust your body. Trust your body. I guarantee your body knows you better than a piece of paper. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. G81, sometimes tests can go wrong. Trust your gut. Literally. Thank you. Oh, Nana Beat, thank you so much for that. Guys, join our Discord, man. Please join our Discord. I'm trying to build a community to help people learn about gluten, to learn about plant-based living. Link is in the bio. Join it, and let's help some people on this journey. You know, if we're gluten-free and you've seen some results, you know, that's my goal. My vision is to help people because I literally was sick my whole life. For 38 years of my life, I was sick. And now it's my mission in life to spread awareness to gluten intolerance, gluten sensitivity, celiac disease, a gluten sensitive intolerance, whatever you want to call it. That's my whole vision. Let's see, somebody wants to go live. Secret account. Fuck, let's see. Let's see what they want. Nah, fuck it. It's midnight. I gotta go. So, yeah, always listen to your body. Healthcare is sick care a lot of the time. Mom Jean's 50. Did you guys see the quote? Read that quote, guys. Rosebud, yep. I agree with you. Katie Van, yes, I agree. The smoothies are working. Miratiki, what do you mean the smoothies are working? Let people know what's happening. Smoothies are working. What do you mean? Smoothies are working. Did you lose weight? Did you lose 2 pounds? I put a challenge out 2 weeks ago. If you have smoothies for a week, you will lose 2 pounds. Did you lose the 2 pounds? Rosebud, yep. Healthcare, sick care. Yeah, always listen to your body. Soul expansion for sure. Listen to the body. I have food sensitivity test too. Also, everything came back negative, even wheat. I was like, no, 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 LOL. Cheeks 81, trust your body. There's people here that have just literally told you that. It happens all the time. I don't know why. Just your avocado salsa video. Chief Sosa, you just saw it? That was one of the a viral video. Thanks, I appreciate it, man. Rosebud Garcia, huge respect here for your views. Thanks so much, Rosebud. Chief Sosa, appreciate that. Appreciate the support. Just keeps me full, gives me energy. Miratiki, keeps me full, gives me energy too. It's the glucose. It's the glucose. Okay, guys, it's midnight. Guys, please join our Discord. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on every social media platform. And if you're on LinkedIn, you go on LinkedIn, I'm posting, documenting what it's like to start a company on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the social network for companies. And also, guys, here's a little tidbit. I just want to share this with you now. I don't know if you've heard this before, but animal agriculture as we know it is officially over. In 15 years, animal agriculture as we know it is finished. It's literally done. It's over right now. Right now, as I'm standing here before you, if you haven't heard it yet, I'm here to tell you we're about to live through the biggest transformation in the history of mankind. We're no longer going to be killing animals anymore for food. Right now, all these companies are in China, and Nestle just announced they're coming to America with cell-based meat. Now, this is meat made in a bioreactor. They grow about 200 kilos of meat in about a week in a bioreactor. So it's literally animal agriculture is over, and I'm just here to share the news. Again, this cell-based meat is not for vegans. It's for meat eaters that want to do something more. But also plant-based is huge. The Live Kindly Collective, Google them, the Live Kindly Collective. They are going gangbusters in China. You wouldn't believe what they're doing. Also follow the Blue Horizon group in China. Blue Horizon is a German company. The things they're doing in plant-based world will blow your mind. But that's what's happening, guys. So I want to share that with you, the good news. That sounds scary. Fishing is so unsustainable. Watch the documentary on Netflix how it's killing our planet. Yeah, that's true. And guess what? They are now making cell-based salmon. Guys, I'm telling you, the fishing and animal, it's over. It's over. It's over. I can't believe I'm not literally saying right now. The people that I watch on LinkedIn, they literally, you know how they talk? This is how they talk. They're like, we're building a world food system. That's what they say. A world food system. That's what these people are. That's how they speak. I'm like, what the world food system? What the fuck? So they're like these major companies. Like they're like I think maybe 4 or 5 big companies that are just freaking killing it over there. And they're coming to America. Nestle just announced like a couple days ago they're in cell-based. Just wait, y'all. Plant-based is the way to go. Yes, plant-based is the way to go. It is the future, guys. It's the future. That's all that's going to be. Literally that is the future. Is all plant-based, all protein. It's all plant-based protein. The future. It's called Seaspiracy. Yes. Yeah, that's why I want to grow my own food. Yeah, that's another thing too, guys. Learn to grow some food too, because you can look at it two different ways. When they say World Food System, you can look at it two different ways. You can look at it this way or this way. So, okay, guys, that is my live for today. Thank you so much for joining it. I appreciate all the love and the follow. Please show some support on the videos. Follow me on every social media platform. And my mission here is to share allergy-friendly, plant-based living on a budget, super simple, super basic, nothing fancy, and I'm showing you the results that I get. I'm 49. I'm about to be 50 this year, and I feel amazing. So that's what it is. Potatoes, never ending supply. Yeah, potatoes. I like potatoes. I eat them about 2 or 3 times. Thank you, everybody. Maz, Jean, everybody that commented. Join our Discord, and let's help some people. So peace and love. We'll see you mañana. Same name on Instagram. Yes. Link is in the bio. Everything's at Beyond Food Market. Everywhere. You can Google me. Find me everywhere. I even have podcasts. So, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Be well.